Coming up on the news at noon, a D.C. man is dead after being shot right in front of his home. What the police know as they hunt down the shooter.
Equality and democracy are under assault.
And President Biden addresses a threat that he says is dividing the country. What the country is saying today. Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us for the Noon at Noon. I'm Shanika Grimshaw in for Mark Hall. Let's start in with my friend, Damon Matson. How you doing, Damon?
Oh, Shanika, it's been a good day so far. I mean, a good live look at that White House. The sun is coming down, and hey, it's Labor Day weekend. You got plans coming up at all?
No. Are you having a cookout?
I might be meeting up with a couple of old friends, and we're hoping, anyway, that the rain holds off. That's one of the big questions, of course, with the forecast this weekend.
Yes.
So let's dive right into it here. Yeah, check it out. First and foremost, this morning, talk about a crisp start. Now, in and around D.C., yeah, it stayed in the upper 60s, but you may still have noticed it feeling pretty comfortable very early on today. Across the rest of the viewing area, though, those temperatures really took a tumble. We're talking low 60s down into southern Maryland and plenty of upper 50s as you go west of Interstate 95. So quite a beautiful beginning to the day, no question about it. And now those temperatures, they of course have rebounded back well into the 70s, even some lower 80s across northern Virginia and back into D.C. and southern Maryland. And it's going to turn out to be another warm day. But unlike the last few, we are going to start to dial back up that humidity because we still have plenty of sunshine out there, but the high pressure center responsible for this sunshine is moved off to our north and east, and we're starting to see a southerly flow return to the picture, and that is also indicated by some cloud cover starting to creep back into the picture as well. That moisture, it's back on the rise, so we're going to notice it start to get a little bit muggy out there this afternoon with those temperatures mostly in the upper 80s. Can't rule out a few lower 90s. And again, that cloud cover is going to ever so slowly creep back in. And as we head into the Labor Day weekend, things are going to get a little bit dicey as we move forward each day. As far as it goes, Saturday is going to be your day to be out and about enjoying those cookouts, get-togethers, if you will, as we only have a chance for a few storms back over the mountains of western Maryland and West Virginia. Then that rain chance starts to go up as we roll into your Sunday with isolated showers and storms, and then Labor Day itself, that rain chance has jumped up now. We're talking about a fairly good chance at some steadier rainfall and storms. So a soggy end to the holiday weekend. So take advantage of the very beginning here as we roll into your Saturday.
All right, thank you, David. Now breaking this afternoon, a man shot to death in the 1600 block of 18th Street Southeast. D.C. police are actively looking for a suspect. D.C. News Now's Lex Juarez has details on what happened and who police are looking for.
Police say a man was murdered while sitting on his front steps this morning, shot in the head multiple times. Officers found the man, about 40 years old, dead on his apartment stoop a little before 7. Police say this was a targeted shooting. They're looking for someone who walked up to the fence, pointed the gun at the man, and fired multiple times. They're looking for a black middle-aged man who was wearing a gray hoodie and black pants at the time of the shooting. This is the 33rd homicide in the 6th district this year.
And although we are negative 21% below than what we were last year, one homicide is one too many. We're trying to gain the partnership of the community as they have spoken out on several because they are just as frustrated as we are.
Police are asking for any help you can give them to close this case. At this point, they do believe it was an isolated incident. In Washington, Lex Juarez, D.C. News Now.
And D.C. Metro Police have released the name of a man killed in a shooting in southeast D.C. The shooting happened close to the Prince George's County border, right next to the Malcolm X Elementary School. According to D.C. Police, 36-year-old D'Angelo Taylor was shot and killed. Police tell D.C. News Now the violence broke out just before 7:22 p.m. The shooting happened close to the Prince George's County border, and officers responding to the scene found Taylor unconscious and not breathing. Taylor was pronounced dead at the scene. The police are now offering a $25,000 reward for anyone who can prove the identity of the shooter. If you have information regarding the shooting, please visit dcnewsnow.com under the tab Local to find out how you could submit an anonymous tip to police. Just 4 hours before the shooting, Mayor Bowser's team announced another peace walk that will be happening this afternoon at 3 o'clock. The walk will start at North Capitol and O Streets, ending at 30 Peace Street with a pop-up resource fair. This is the 4th week in a row that Mayor Bowser has hosted a peace walk, and that time police data shows there have been almost 60 shootings. Developing now, an investigation is underway in Prince William County after 4 officers from 2 departments shot 2 people during an undercover operation. This happened near Glove Court in Woodbridge last night. Police say there was an exchange of gunfire involving officers from Prince William County and Manassas City Police, and 2 men who were suspects.
We have confirmed that at least 2 Prince William County officers and 2 Manassas City officers discharged their weapons during the course of this exchange of gunfire.
And none of the officers were shot during the incident. The investigation is being done by the Northern Virginia Criminal Incident Response Team, which is made up of multiple police agencies that investigate shootings by officers. Developing now, a dozen Prince George's County families are searching for a place to stay after their new Carrollton apartment building caught fire last night around 5. One woman told us she had to jump out her window to escape. We spoke to a neighbor who witnessed that scary scene.
I saw the lady with the orange hair come out, and next thing I know, she jumped over the side of the balcony, and then you could see flames shooting up.
2 apartments were destroyed and 10 more were damaged. Fire officials say many families will be able to return to their homes today. Meantime, the American Red Cross is working to help those who were displaced. Right now, the cause of the fire is not known. President Joe Biden sounded the alarm Thursday in a primetime address on what he calls threats to our democracy. He called out former President Trump and his strongest supporters. Washington correspondent Rashad Hudson has a look at how the nation is reacting to his speech.
Equality and democracy are under assault.
Standing in front of Philadelphia's Independence Hall, where the founders signed the Declaration of Independence and wrote the Constitution, President Biden warned Americans about what he considers a threat to the soul of the nation.
Donald Trump and the MAGA Republicans represent an extremism that threatens the very foundations of our republic.
The president said he wanted to be clear that mainstream Republicans do not embrace the, quote, extreme ideology.
Not every Republican, not even the majority of Republicans are MAGA Republicans.
Before the primetime address, House Republican leader Kevin McCarthy had this message for President Biden.
Joe Biden has launched an assault on the soul of America, on its people, on its laws, on its most sacred values.
That was Washington correspondent Rashad Hudson. This will likely be only a preview of what we'll see between now and November from Democrats and Republicans. 350,000 jobs were added in August, but is it enough? Federal officials released a report today with multiple industries adding more jobs to their workplace. According to the report, unemployment has increased by 3 points. Over the last month, the government reported employers slowed down hiring, but now industries like retail, technology, and healthcare added an estimate of 170,000 jobs. Federal officials are hoping by raising borrowing costs, it will fix the 40-year high inflation rate. Now, according to Hopper, Labor Day traffic this weekend will return to pre-pandemic levels. Now, that means that more people will be hitting the roads for one last summer trip to the beaches and beyond. Now, in Maryland, if you're heading to the Eastern Shore, the best times to travel are either Friday morning before 8 or tonight after 9. That's according to the Maryland Department of Transportation. If you're traveling in Virginia, VDOT has suspended most work zones. On 95 South, you'll want to travel before 4 this afternoon. According to traffic analysts, the West Virginia Department of Transportation suggests leaving before noon if you're taking the West Virginia Turnpike. Now, 400,000 vehicles are expected to pass through toll booths this weekend in the state. Now, there's a relief at the pump. According to AAA, the national average for gas is sitting at $3.80 per gallon. In our area, you can expect to pay $3.70 a gallon in Maryland. Even less in Virginia at $3.59 a gallon, and now $3.94 in the district. Analysts say there won't be much travel as 4th of July and Memorial, and not as much traffic congestion on the roads this time around.